Well, thank you, May. Now that Meg has shared what's new and just around the corner, I want to share some things that are on the horizon. For many people, their fondest memories of the Magic Kingdom are set in Fantasyland, where they can see Disney's favorites brought to life. The classic attractions remind us of the stories we grew up with and the dreams they inspired. Fantasyland is the place where we can fly like Dumbo, vanquish pirates with Peter Pan, and still tremble as the Queen becomes a witch in Snow White. As Walt Disney envisioned, our theme parks are places where the parents and the children can have fun together. When guests ride It's a Small World with their children and grandchildren, they remember their own Disney visits and dreams and make new shared memories. The heart of Disney magic is in Fantasyland, where princesses and fairies gather, and Cinderella's golden carousel runs 365 days a year. So you can imagine how excited we are to break ground and begin the Magic Kingdom's largest expansion ever, a reimagining of Fantasyland. For the new Fantasyland Forest, we are developing a whole new way of meeting our favorite princesses. In fact, you're not just going to meet them. You'll share experiences with them in their very own villages. At Dreams Come True with Cinderella, you'll visit the country chateau Cinderella shares with her cruel stepmother and stepsisters. You'll be amazed at the tattered dress that she wears turned into a beautiful ball gown right before your eyes. She'll need you to help her practice a waltz for the royal ball, or train to be one of her knights. Next, you can stop by a birthday surprise for Sleeping Beauty, where the three fairies are throwing a surprise party for Princess Aurora. It's the Sweet 16 party she missed while she was asleep. Once you make birthday cards for Aurora, you're going to hide in her cottage and greet her with a big surprise. Your visit won't be complete, though, until you've visited Belle's village. Inside her father's cottage, you'll find an enchanted mirror that will transport you magically to Beast's castle. After your visit, you can dine in the castle at Be Our Guest restaurant or at Gaston's Tavern in Belle's village. Then we're going to invite you to Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid. You'll relive Ariel's adventures with Sebastian, Flounder, and Ursula, set to the music of the film. We're adding a lot, and our classics are just getting better and better. For example, you'll be able to fly with Dumbo, but the attraction will be twice as big. In your queue area, it's going to be an interactive 3-ring circus tent. Instead of standing in line in Dumbo's circus, you'll play carnival games until it's your turn to go and fly with Dumbo. That's lots of news. I know it sounds as if our ship has come in, and as a matter of fact, it's about to. Disney Cruise Line is expanding, and it's not just the new ships that have our cruise fans excited. This summer, Castaway Cay, Disney Cruise Line's private island in the Bahamas, will be getting a few extra dashes of pixie dust. Once the enchantments and enhancements are complete, guests will relax on our expanded family beach. They're going to enjoy a slice of beachside luxury with private rental cabanas, slide and splash at Pelican Plunge, a water platform with 2 corkscrew water slides, or experience Spring-a-Leak, a brand new 2,400 square foot freshwater play area. As guests in the Disney Wonder enjoy the enchanted offerings at Castaway Cay, we'll celebrate a 5-month season in Europe this year. We'll return to the popular Mediterranean and many of the ports in Italy, France, and Spain that we've been to in the past. And we'll make our first tour of Northern European capitals with stops in Scandinavia, Germany, and St. Petersburg, Russia. And in 2011, when the Disney Wonder moves to the West Coast, Disney Cruise Line will sail to Alaska for the very first time. Now, let's talk about the most exciting addition to the Disney Cruise Line experience, our newest ship, the Disney Dream. In January 2011, the magnificent all-new Disney Dream will join the Disney Cruise Line fleet. followed by her sister ship, the Disney Fantasy, in 2012. The Disney Dream combines the grace and romance of the early 20th century ocean liners with innovations and incredible new guest experiences made possible by Disney Imagineering and 21st century technology. Guests in the Disney Dream can speed down and around the upper decks of the ship on the Aqueduct, the first of its kind water coaster. The Aqueduct is 2.5 times the length of a football field and more than 4 stories tall. During part of their ride, guests swing out over the side of the ship in a translucent loop, providing a jaw-dropping view of the ocean 150 feet below. Let's take a look at that aqueduct now. Now that's going to be quite a thrill ride. Innovation is a hallmark of Disney Cruise Line, and we apply that to our staterooms as well. Aboard the Disney Dream, guests in interior staterooms will enjoy a live view of the ocean through a virtual porthole, the first of its kind in the cruise industry. With the help of high-definition cameras placed outside the ship, guests will have a live view of the ocean 24 hours a day. As a special surprise, you're seeing some of those on the screen. Favorite Disney characters will make appearances in the virtual porthole, such as Steamboat Willie or Peach from the Starfish Finding Nemo. Of course, our guests will see Disney characters and storytelling throughout the ship. The Disney Dream will feature 2 new dining experiences for families to experience. The Royal Palace, a tribute to Disney's beloved princess stories, and the Enchanted Garden, which will transform from dawn's early light to a starry night. Plus a reimagined version of a guest favorite, Animator's Palette. Only on a Disney Cruise Line can children become part of their favorite Disney stories. On the Disney Dream, our young guests will find a magical oasis, nearly an entire deck dedicated to fun inspired by their favorite tales and characters. Kids can shrink to the size of a toy and play alongside Woody, Buzz Lightyear, and all their pals in Andy's room. Explore Monsters, Inc. with Mike and Sully, or interact with Stitch and other favorite Disney characters. Up on deck at Nemo's Reef, the very youngest guests can splash with underwater friends like Nemo, Dory, and Marlin from Disney Pixar film Finding Nemo. With the kids at play, parents can escape for a perfect date night. At the Skyline Bar, adults will take in views of world-famous cities. Each day, the walls of the venue change to show a scene from a different city skyline. Then they're off to an intimate gourmet Italian dinner at our signature restaurant, Palo. Up on Goofy's sports deck, the whole family can enjoy miniature golf with wacky instructions featuring Goofy and his son, Max. Or they can play virtual sports, including soccer, tennis, basketball, and golf. Of course, you can still play ball the old-fashioned way on a full-size basketball court that transforms into a mini soccer field and a volleyball court. The Disney Dream continues our tradition of delivering the best in family entertainment around the world. Keep your eyes on the horizon next January for the first sailing of the Disney Dream from Port Canaveral. Now, let's learn more about what's new and what's next in sports. from one of our team's key players. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Senior Vice President for Disney Sports,